7, Battalion 9, use of structure fire, 6845 Pinewood.
Command team is a battalion chief and a firefighter staff assistant, and they work together to orchestrate companies on scene. The chief will run the tactical decisions and place companies in the emergency operations, and the firefighter staff assistant, what he does is he writes down the companies, where they are, situation status, resource status, and helps the chief know where the companies are.
And that process of developing situational awareness, incident objectives, resource status is absolutely at the bare minimum a two-person operation.
They are ready to go back to OCD as soon as they're taking a look at a few 55-gallon drums. As soon as they do that and the chief says it's clear, I told them they can go back to OCD.
Being able to track accountability of firefighters and resources from the moment that they get on scene is huge. And having that staff assistant as part of my command team, someone that I train with regularly, we work together all the time, is critical to us working and functioning as a team.
As far as I'm concerned, even the department members don't realize the importance of this position, myself included, until I've been in this position now for the 4 months. It's overwhelming, and the responsibility that this position holds.
I like to think of myself as important as his right hand. It's a critical function. To be able to just have to use one hand daily in life is very challenging. It's much easier to do it with two hands.
Battalion 10, Division 3, all confirm that you have trying to get a phone number for all of your stations.
Drill Command OCD.
If we could just go to attention, we could go to 17 or 18.
Yeah, it's up. It's up and up.
Roger, 102.
Engine 90, Battalion 10.
You know, the funny thing is when we get the long range and we go to an emergency, we're already behind the curve.
Yeah, Battalion 5 from truck 60. Our exposures are taking off big time. We've got fire and all the exposures to the north now. I can't get somebody's door to me because these power lines.
We're trying to get there. As we're getting there, the incident's growing or expanding. Fire progresses. It doubles in size for every minute it goes unchecked.
Roger, we've been trying to track what you're at right now with companies. I want to make sure all companies on the Violent Street Fire, we are in a defensive mode. Nobody's entering the structures. I want to know what's going on in the exposure to the north as soon as I can.
So we're playing catch up. We get there, and now we're trying to get ahead of the fire or the incident so that we can manage it, so we can get control of it, so we can contain and confine and mitigate the hazard. Also, we have companies coming in to staging, asking for assignments, asking for resources. We have companies that we're requesting through dispatch. We have other people walking up to the command post. There's a lot of things happening there, and you need a battalion team or a command team to mitigate those things that are coming in, to assign the allocated resources, and to move on through the incident.
We start out with the dispatch. Matt, the battalion chief, is monitoring 3 channels. We've got our dispatch channel, our tactical channel for the units to talk back and forth, and the all-important channel 6, our firefighter emergency channel. As soon as we get on scene, we pick up another channel with a staging channel. And then as we get more supervisors, command officers on team, we pick up another channel with command channel. 5 different radio channels that can all be taught with people talking all at once in the back. By the time we have 10 fire companies on scene, with everyone having a radio, there's over 1,600 possible combinations of people talking together on that radio.
Engine 90, we have a 1-story auto body shop with partial damage and heavy fire showing 3 burn victims. We're at 161. Battalion 12, Division, we have a 1-3. Control partial collapse. We have 20 people reported in this
The LA City area has a very diverse incident pool, we have metro rail, we have high-rise, we have brush, we have multi-casualty incidents.
Patient number 8 is going with 860.
Yeah. 5 transports. I'll get you placements.
Right now,
I'll
yes,
get you
sir.
placements for these 5 right now, okay?
Okay.
It could take minutes for hundreds of firefighters to get on scene. And you can only imagine the type of confusion that goes on with 100 firefighters on scene right now. We reduce that chaos with sit-stat and restat, situation status and resource status.
The true value of a staff assistant is when in fact something really could go wrong or something does go wrong. And the question is, do we have the team in place to immediately manage it? If something were to happen to any one of these companies, do we know where that company's at? And the risk is too high when we think about firefighter safety and when we think about civilian safety.
I know what it's like to be out there on the fire ground and the importance of having this man, the staff assistant, of tracking. And not only that, I have 2 sons that are out there as well. And the accountability and their exposure to the fire as well as I've been exposed, I want to make sure that their whereabouts are all well known when something goes wrong.
We went to 99 greater alarm structure fires in the month of January alone. Those are fires that required a second and a third request for resources, and we had multiple chief officer battalion command teams there. So 99 instances where we had firefighters in harm's way protecting civilians' lives.
Yeah, right here. You guys, come with me. All right, come with me. David, where's David at? Working on this side.
The public expectation amongst the citizens of Los Angeles is rightfully that the LAFD's command and control component is organized, trained, and equipped sufficiently enough to effectively manage the multitude of LAFD resources while on scene at a catastrophic incident. The current configuration of a battalion command team consisting of a battalion commander and the staff assistant who get on scene, organize the incident, develop objectives, maintain situational and resource status from the receipt of the alarm all the way through the incident's conclusion is a tried and true and effective process that will allow LAFD to meet that challenge and the public's expectation.